Welcome everybody with some more Summoner's War Chronicles. Today we're going to talk about 5 tips as beginner and tricks to improve. So in the beginning you have lots of rewards to collect. Collect them all. Because some of these rewards are limited. So there are lots of things you need to collect as a beginner. You have rewards here in the top, Summoner Pass. You have rewards here. And these are multiple. Scroll all the way to the bottom. So this one, when you do arena, I won't explain every reward, just collect them. There are too many rewards and they're limited as well. You shouldn't be missing any reward. Just you see the red thing on your screen, collect the reward. If it's a reward that needs some spinning, let's spin 1 or 2 times. I'll spin them later by myself. If it takes some time, then let it take some time. I know. But the rewards are beneficial to you. Maybe at the beginning, some of these things you won't even recognize it. Be like, I haven't seen it in a tutorial. What should I do with it? Just play the game. Later on, you'll be thinking, oh, 1 second. That's why I got to collect these things. Yes, a lot of things you'll be collecting you can't use right now because the game is not letting you. But later in the game, you'll be, if you still play the game, you'll be happy that you got these things. Now you have lots of these materials to do whatever whatever they are useful for. And the summoning pass, there are lots of different missions and you just collect them. You have to claim all buttons. You have the daily one, you have the weekly one, and you got the reward one. So it's 3 different. But that's not it. You still have more rewards to collect. Okay, this is a summon for a different video. Achievement. And that's not all. You still have rewards to collect from here. The account level, account skill. That's a different story. I think I missed some. For the quest, you can collect rewards. I think journal. No, yeah, from journal you can collect, and there are lots of places where you can collect rewards. That was only the first tip. I'm not saying all these things are multiple tips. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2. So as a beginner, maybe you don't have a lot of time to play. If you play on a PC or a device, you know it can lay down for a while you're not doing anything and let the game play itself. You have here at the bottom, it's an auto battle. So you can let the device or your computer let it be and you do your thing. And this one will farm itself off screen. After like 1 or 2 minutes without you even touching the screen, it will go to a mode where it's does not waste a lot of battery. So it goes darker and then it'll show a screen where it shows you this is doing the auto battle. Yeah. So that was the second tip. You can, and also with this auto battle, what do you get from it? You see your monster battling. What do you get from it? You get EXP. Your individual monsters will get EXP. Your player account, your account gets EXP. Not only EXP, runes you'll be collecting, finding by beating monsters. You collect them. What else do you collect? In the monster book. If you go here, monster book. So if you most likely not these, but if you beat monsters a certain amount of time, you're collecting different rewards. No, this is book effect. Okay, this is in the monster book. But if you have the creature book here, so if you beat monsters a certain amount of time, you'll be collecting. You see different rewards, and it's for every monster differently. So some I've already this is from story. Okay, from story, but I think I need to pick up a monster. That was not from the storyline. I think in the wind section I will find more because I was more in the wind section. Or this one. Okay, no. I had one, I think it was more down. If I can find it. Okay, I won't find it. But if you can you can win multiple rewards. and it takes quite some time to beat them because you need to beat them like 100 times. And so if you're fighting them off screen, you'll be most likely getting them. You can do it for different regions, and if you do that also, if you're collecting too many runes, check your wait 1 second, check your runes. You might to have to sell some because the space will get full fast. Right now I think your space should be 210. Mine, I've increased them with crystals. This is going to be in a separate video as well. So the second tip, or was the third tip? No, the second tip was fighting off screen. Not off screen, just fighting. Let the automod fight itself. Okay. So the third tip, when you're building up your monsters. So you see, I've got multiple 5 stars, 1, 2, 3. But I'm only working. If you take a closer look, these. If you look at the power, 35k, 33k, 24k. Okay, he has more power than him, but he has less. So I'm right only focused on these 3. I used to use him, but later I got him. When you have your team, try to focus only on 3 monsters. 3. Best situation, you will have fire, wind, and water. But I didn't want to work with the vagabond. It's not quite well for me. I decided to work with the second 5 star. When you have these 5 stars, you see the monkeys right now not, but I'll be working on him more soon. You have to evolve these monsters, and the skills need to be power up. But 5 stars are harder to skill up. That's why I have 1 3-star in my team, because she was so easy. So to skill up, the evolving is almost the same for everything, but she's maxed. Soon I'm going to max the Thessarion. Once you awaken your monster, it gets its real name. After I finish with the Thessarion, then I'll work on the monkey. I'm still doubting a little bit on the monkey because I have 2 wind. I want water. That's why the monkey is a little bit less evolved. If I wanted to have a water, fire, wind team, I can filter here. I just look up water and take a look what I have and look through the skills. But if you see my team, they're not really much. Look at the skills and see if I have something powerful. But also one thing why I kept the monkey is because of another thing. You can reset here. I have a range, I have a healer, and I have a tank. He's a warrior. Warrior is same as tank. So warrior, adept at fighting enemies at once melee combat with high HP. High HP is known as tank, with balanced stats. Then you got the archer. Myself, I'm a mage. Knight. Ooh, a knight can also be as a tank. Frontline. High defense, survivability. So if you don't have a warrior, use a knight. The knight is also very powerful. So let me see. So this one, for example. Okay, he has the right how you call it, the right stats. But it's your decision. I like the monkey more than him. He can provoke. Yeah, he can provoke. Defense down. He is nice. He's nice. And I have his skills almost max. But I wanted to play with the wind monkey because I know him. He can be very powerful. Because I wanted to have more damage output. But if you don't have a strong warrior, you can also use a strong knight. So the main thing, just focus on 3 monsters. That's the main thing. And try to have 3 different types. Don't have double archers. Have a healer. If yourself a healer, okay, then you can. From the 3 summoners, I don't quite remember what the types are. I think one was warrior knight and one was healer. And I have the mage. Okay. So let's go to the next tip. I have to look to my notes 1 second. The 4th tip Um, the selective summons I can't show you right now, but at the after one mission, I think it's somewhere in the first chapter. You have your selective summons, and you can choose for 30 monsters. When you choose for your 30 monsters, you have 30 summons with 10 times, so it's like 300 summons. And when you do them, don't just click the first monster you get right away. Just Google Summoner's War Lost Tutorial tier list. You don't have to pick the right moment. You can even X that summon part. Um, Look at the tier list and which 5 stars are good. I mean, I can show you right now a tier list, but maybe the time you're playing, there's a different tier list. So just Google it and see if the monster you have is relevant. If it's in the S tier, I wouldn't take any 5 star that's below S tier, because this is your free 5 star, and you have 10 times, 30 times to summon. You're mostly going to get multiple 5 stars, and if you're going for a specific one, it's going to be harder. Just collect one of the 5 S tier 5 stars. Maybe if you're lucky, you're going to get an S tier or A tier 4-star edition. And if you're really, really lucky, you get 2 5 stars. It's possible, but it's a low probability. You can gamble with it a bit. But don't gamble too much, so in the end you won't get anything. Then it's on you. So pick wisely with your selective summon. That was the 4th tip. And the last tip, actually there are 2 tips left. One thing is just so short. Is just play every content. So, for example, if you can have unlocked the Trial of Ascension, just play them, because it resets, I think once a month. Just play as you can, and then it will reset, brings you back to the bottom, but you still get all the rewards you had here earlier. If you can play hard as far you can go. Yeah, that's then you have arena, play the arena. Try to put a weak monster in your defense, so people can attack you. You get to the lower point, but you can also beat your opponents faster as well. You can do quick battles right now. I can't show you because it takes me some time to refresh this thing. What else do we have? We have okay, yeah, this one you need friends to play with, unless you can beat it yourself. If you can beat it yourself, play them. It also gives you some rewards for some missions. Then you have the growth pass, play it as well. You have different 6 entries per day. Use your 6 entries per day. Yeah, just use them. You have the Kairos. You have lots of things to play. Yeah, this one's also very important for awakening your monsters, because you're getting these essences of the elements. It depends on what element the boss is. So you have the dark, you get dark essence. If you have fire, you get fire essence. If you can beat the higher stages, do it. You have also here to have the extra additional dungeon tickets. And then you got this. If you unlock it, you should play them as well. Right now here I don't see a reset date, so maybe this is unlimited. I haven't played much. If you say 000, I'm still trying to play them. And that's not it. Wait, you have the journal. You have here some missions. You can either play a game and it happen while you're playing it, or like explore distant island Skyland. Then just look at the explore part of your mission and do that mission. Clear path adventure forgotten earth. Look it up and do it. Arena dungeon you have, yeah. Just play them, because every time you be getting rainbow moons. They're very important for awakening. You be getting crystals. With the crystals you can do lots of things in the game. There's going to be a separate video about it. Monster story. If you finish the monster story, you'll be getting the monsters. So it's at the beginning you just see, oh, just 3 stars. Later on you have 4 stars as well. 4 stars. depending on how far you get with the story mode and unlocking different continents. It's about continent. If you don't have the continent, um, yeah, you can't play them. But there are some good monsters. I'm going to play this. You see, I've been playing them. Here I stopped because I was playing something else, but I'll be continuing playing them. It's all of these missions is just only one or two battles. You have to one battle you have to manual, and the rest is just talking. You can skip the talking part. Yeah, it's easy to do. They have their own battles in auto mode. You can let the auto mode just play. So now, um, that was the additional tip. Now we're coming to the last tip. The last tip is with your weapons. So you go here on weapons. So we have here 3-star weapons, 4-star. So you see my 4-star weapon has plus 12. My 3-star weapon has only plus 9. My guide is like weapon star times 3. So if you have a 1-star weapon, just go to plus 3. If you have a 2-star weapon, plus 6. 3-star plus 9. 4-star plus 12. And 5 and 6-star weapons should go to plus 12. That's my tip, because you were wasting gold and you shouldn't be wasting gold that much. You see here as well, I have a plus 2 weapon. You don't have these all at the beginning. These will be unlocking with the story mode. So you see I have here a 2-star earrings, and I didn't go more than plus 6. I'm waiting to get better rings, then I'll do more power ups. Also with these things you can check up the substats which are better for you. These are always attack. I just checked on it. And this one I can't equip because I need to be summoner level 50 and this level 16. Just don't worry, keep the weapons when you reach that summoner level. This is account level and this is summoner level. There are 2 different levels. I need 2 more levels to be there. I just let the game play itself, and soon enough I'll get there. And there are also lots of different events like hot events. You'll be getting double XP, creature hunting. There are lots of things in this game. Now let's go to the final tip, because this video is getting too long. That was only part of the final tip. The weapon and the runes, the monsters of your runes of your monsters is also very important. So try to get set effects. That's one thing. If you go for your runes, I mean this is a little bit advanced, but the slot 1, you see here's 1, 3, and 5. These are set. So these will be always attack flat, defense flat stat, and HP flat stat, no matter what. But for the slot 2, 4, and 6, you need to be careful. If you don't play Summoner's Wars Sky Arena or other Summoner's Wars game, you won't understand at the beginning. It will take you some time. But these are individual. There can be anything. So we have here attack speed. We have here defense flat. That's what you don't want. You have here attack speed, HP percent. It could be literally anything. So what do you want on the slot 2? For slot 2 example, deck is the only slot that can have attack speed. The other 4 and 6 slot can't have that. But this, if I go in detail to that, as a beginner you might get confused. I have a separate video for that. So the only thing I can say, if you have these two slot 2, 4, 6, try to get percentage stat as main stat. And also if you go like lower with the explanation, the same thing goes for here as well. The stars times 3. So if you have 1 star, go only plus 3, 2 star plus 6, 3 star plus 9, 4 star plus 12. Same thing. And try to get set effects. Here I don't have. I have also all set effects. Yeah. This one I didn't do it because I needed some materials. I sold a lot of them. Now I can do it. Yeah. That's it actually. So this one I will do it. Yeah, I just was auto playing all night. I let it run on PC. I was sleeping, and I got lots of runes. But while doing it, yeah, that's it. So if you have any more question, just comment down below. I will help you while I'm playing this game. I think I'll play this game for long because the normal Summoners War I've been playing since 2005. So this game, if it survives, I'm going to play it all along if I'm on the PC, because this one I'm playing on Steam. Anyway, that's going to be it with the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.